even then now times change. Some people, like you say, build their reputations on something, but then they don't follow through. I guess, in my opinion, sometimes guys don't realize it's time for them to step aside and move on, and they stay a little too long than they want to stay. You know, everybody creates their own time schedule when they're going to evolve or move on, right? So now they done waited too late. Now that pressure's on them, they can't stand the pressure. But what bothers me is when these guys been preaching this to these youngsters, you know, to try to, now I ain't gonna say manipulate is too strong of a word, but just trying to teach them morals or whatever they in their mind that they're teaching these kids, and then you go against the grain and then think it's okay. You know, but then you've been disciplining people, packing people out, or even suggesting to knock this dude down, and you doing this, and now it's cool for you to do it because you at a certain age, but it was on you that didn't move out the way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because nothing stays the same, bro. Yeah. You know, so that's like the politicking is a little different, but it's the same at the same time. So that's why, you know, if you're a smart man, you'll feel like the old gunslinger in the Western movie, right? Yeah. You know, the youngsters looking for that reputation. So if you're the gunslinger and you still talking about you the fastest gun in the West, right, of course somebody's gonna challenge you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not the guy that's gonna go to his farm or his ranch or wherever he's going and just chill out and live his life on, and then if problems come to you, you deal with it accordingly. But if you're gonna be on that front line preaching that, stand on your ground.
I told a guy one time, he was overthinking, you know, responding. You know, I said, hey man, these dudes is gonna hit you. I said, so I'm letting you know that these dudes is gonna hit you, man. Why are you still just, you know, every day you come out, you know, with your head on the swivel? You already know they're gonna hit you. So where are you at with that? Yeah. You know, I'm asking him, where is he at with that? Because you can't motivate me to go and hit them for you. Right. If you showing me no effort and wanting to go do it yourself, you done had 3 days now and you ain't did nothing. And you just sitting around here. I already gave you the ups on what's going on, but you're not taking heed to what I'm telling you. So don't come around me no more. Right. I say, just stay the fuck away from me, man.
That's funny, because I had a situation with one of my homies that was close to me back in the days. He had got himself in a situation that was all bad, right? So we had a conversation when I was like, man, you know, go handle your business, and, you know, whatever, how that conversation went back. I'm not going to go into no details, but he chose not to handle this situation. Then he ended up behind the wall. Then he gonna call me and ask me to handle this situation. My conversation with him was this: why would I do something for you that you wouldn't do for yourself?
Yeah, like
how you gonna put me in that situation when you wouldn't do it for yourself? Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't throw me the curveball. You know what I mean? And expect me to swing at it when you won't even go up to the plate and take your own bat. You know, I'm not a pinch hitter, bro. You know, I could be a substitute, you know what I'm saying, if it was that cause, but I'm not finna pinch hit for somebody that didn't want to take the swing in the first place. So.
See, so that's what youngsters have to realize, is that when manipulation is taking place, when someone is trying to manipulate you to do something, here it is, you just got to prison, and your homeboy, he's been there 10 years already. Now he's pointing out to you, this person did that, this person did that. The first thing should come to your mind is, why is he sharing this information with you? Why is he trying to pump you up to go do something he had 10 years to do? Yeah. You know, so you sometime your downness could be your pitfall. You could be too down. You could be over down, and people will see that, older people or younger people, and they'll use you. And then by the time you wake up, have the epiphany that you've been used, you're gonna be 40 more years older than what you were when you came in, and you're gonna be thinking about, you let somebody talk you into something, and you've been getting talked into stuff all your life. I mean, when is you gonna wake up and understand that some people don't have your best interests in mind?
So Q, you got guys like LB, Bunchy Carter's brother Kenny, you can even say yourself, Hugo Pinheiro. You guys do a lot of time in prison and get older. Is it the same in there as on the streets, like Keithstone said? You got to find a time for you when it's time to back up, or do you got to go hard until you release?
Well, it's like this, man. Usually what they do, and this is in the prison setting, when you start aging out, they'll send you to a level, a lower level. You start out in level 4. They start sending you down to level, they work you down to level 3 to a program yard. Even level 4 has a program yard. I'm not talking about sensitive need. I'm talking about program yard. So they have these program yard. The program yard is usually going to be the yard that feeds the institution. They're going to have all the resources on that yard. They're going to have the bread factory, the shoe factory. They're going to have PIA. They're going to have all of the pay numbers, and everybody want to get over there because by this time, all your family members, your support, your old lady, they couldn't do that time with you. In some people's age and their health, they went to heaven, they passed away. So now you really in prison by yourself. So now you got to think about taking care of yourself. You don't get a package anymore. So you want to work, you want to get a pay number, and you older. So you didn't did everything. You didn't participate in everything. You didn't PC up. So it's only right for you to try and, age out, with some dignity, go to the program yard, get a job, and chill. Most people will respect that, but some people ain't gonna forget your past. And that was in the Hugo thing. Some people won't forget your past. It depends on who you had to funk with. And if you had to funk with some people who are, just, full of hate, and then you should just stay in the funk with them.
Did you run across Hugo while you was locked up?
Yeah, I was in 4A. Yeah, I was in 4. I was down there with I was in the hole with Rochelle McGee for a little while when we were in a shoot 2, and then Hugo and I were in 4A, and John Cluchetti, we were all on the bottom tier, and he was quiet. So all that talking, you didn't hear him talk. He wasn't a cell soldier. He didn't talk. He would shoot you a barua. He would shoot you a kike. He didn't talk over the tier. He had discipline.
In the case of Hugo, could he have asked not to go back to the main line?
Well, that wasn't his makeup. He's not gonna PC up. If you let me out to this yard, I'm coming out, I'm going to the yard. If the cops start to unlock on the back bar, but on the back bar ain't nothing but my enemy, and they 5 cells away from me, and that first 5 goes out there, now you're at my cell at number 6, it's gonna be 6 against this 1, because he's going out. And that's the kind of brother he was. He just aged out. He was an old man. He was an easy target. It's like if I go to a senior living home and then I find out that this old outlaw is in there, and then I go in there and smash the outlaw. He's a senior. He's suffering from stages of dementia. He's suffering from everything that age brings about with the decline of cognition and in your brain and all that. Yeah, physical abilities and stuff. So, it's just sad, but that's how hate is. Hate has no limits. Hate kill you when you're a paraplegic.
Right.
Somebody go in the hospital and get you when you go on life support.
Right.
The level of hate, it has no sympathy.
No limits.
No limits.
Boundaries.
Yeah, no boundaries. So when you involve yourself in this type of violence, with these type of people, then you just got to keep going strong. What Hugo should have did is just take off soon as he get out. Soon as you give me the breath of fresh air, I'm getting off on the first person by me. Cop, inmate, somebody's going down right immediately, because this is going to work against me, because the people that I got in the funk with are not here. My car is gone.
Right.
George Jackson's dead.
Right.
Rochelle McGee's gone. All of the Soledad brothers are gone.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody. When I rode with these lions, I was a king of the block.
Right.
You know, but I look around, these dudes can't fill those guys' shoes. I'm an old man. I'm taking off.
Right.
I'm gonna take off soon. I'm gonna make something out of something. Boy, I'm gonna make something out of the underarm deodorant.
Right.
I'm gonna make a razor blade. Somebody's gonna be dripping.
All right, let me ask you this.
And it ain't gonna be me.
Do you think he was just tired?
No, he wasn't tired. What it is, he brought into the bullshit. See, people come at you when you get out the hole from them long stretches. Hey, man, we got this under control. We're talking to these dudes. Everybody's going to be cool. We all been back here a long time. We programming now. We deserve it. We done already had our bones. So he brought into that. He somebody softened him.
But it was from what I heard, that was on the 1 yard, and there was some youngsters that hit him, right?
Yeah, compared to his age. Yeah.
That's what I know.
It was a level 4.
Oh, level 4. Yeah,
it was level 4.
Yeah,
he could never. His points could never go down.
I
because he was involved in killing a prison guard.
Yeah, I misspoke when I said that.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
He always was in level 4.
Yeah, he didn't the program yard.
Yeah, he didn't get that opportunity. Yeah. See, Kevin asked me at first, you know, if you are older inmate and then you basically, you know, and you aging out. You know, and I said, well, if you're a thug, then you probably, you know, work yourself down to a program yard, not a S&Y yard, but a yard that, you know, have jobs and, you know, and you're around people your own age,
right?
And, you know, and all y'all are, you know, together. It's like in Corcoran. You know, you guys don't see this, but there's a lot of people who get shot by police and they lose an arm, a leg, they paralyzed. Well, this happened in the commission of a crime. Just because this happened to those people, it doesn't mean that they're not going to do their time. So as soon as the hospital clears them, they would go in this yard that just had paraplegics, had, you know, amputees. They're out on 1 yard in Corcoran, you know, and they put them all there. So this is true with people who are elderly. They put them in a thing called the infirmary. Like, have you guys ever heard of Angola? Angola,
Louisiana.
Yeah, well, anyway, the House of the Rising
Graveyard.
Yeah, the House of the Rising Sun. So you got inmates there who came in young. Now they very elderly. So they put them in the infirmary. Now they all age out together. You know, they with their own class.
Wow. Hey, let me ask you this. Does it surprise you how many penitentiaries was built in the 80s and 90s? From how it was just like 4 or 5?
Yeah, that was extreme racism.
Yeah,
it was extreme design. See, when Noriega and when they had the Kamikaze War, I mean, they wanted Noriega to buy. They wanted you know, them to buy into the war, and they needed weapons because no government wanted to fund them the money to buy weapons.
That was Reagan's little.
Yeah, so they got their weapons by selling crack to us, making it, putting it in the hands of our, you know, reputables to sell, and they gave it to us. We push it out there, and then you see what that did to the community.
Yeah, I seen that transaction because I was on the bricks.